So Gary Vaynerchuk, he talks about this 5-year window, right? And in these 5 years, you work in a basement with five of your best friends, and you start that business that you always want to start. And yeah, I really love that. Like that's been stuck in my head ever since he released that video. It's like it was like an aha moment. Like I live by it now. For those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, um, Gary Vaynerchuk, he released a video where he addresses college students and pretty much anyone between the ages of 21 and 24. Um, and this video went pretty viral. I'd say it's one of his most viral videos, where he kind of points out like this 5-year window of opportunity that we have to focus and dial in on one thing. And that's a lot of time to accomplish something really important. And the reason he says this to college students is because, I mean, we don't have kids, we don't have a wife or emotional baggage or responsibilities. Um, and the most important thing is you have time, right? So you have 5 whole years to just do whatever you want. There's a quote that I live by, and it really gets you on the long game, and that's most people overestimate what they can accomplish in 1 year, but underestimate what they can accomplish in 5 years. And the beautiful thing is that what you're able to accomplish in 5 years is literally currently beyond your imagination. Like if your imagination was a circle, right? It's like like a five it's like a 5 mile radius circle, right? In that circle, your accomplishments are not even there. Like your accomplishments lie way beyond that circle, so you can't even see it. It's not even on the radar. You can't. It's not possible because the human mind is not good at seeing uh, what they can accomplish in 5 to 10 years. So really, you just gotta, in a way, take it on faith and just pursue it, because and trust in the fact, like have faith in the fact that you will accomplish it in 5 years. But with all this said, I still think that this 5-year journey is missing a component for most people. And it's like the missing puzzle piece of this whole thing that Gary Vaynerchuk laid out. So if you think about it, what do you do when before you go on a journey? Like you have a 5-year journey up ahead of you. It's a long fucking journey. So what do you do? You prepare for that journey. You gotta mentally prepare yourself. Pack your bags. Um, pack your car. You tell your friends. You do all this preparation work before you go on this journey. And you don't just get in the car. You don't just get in the car and bounce the next morning. You find out that you're going on this journey. You prepare. You don't just leave. Like you gotta know where you're going, why you're going there, if you even want to go there. Like, do you even want to go there? Do you even know where you want to go? Do you know how to get there? Most of us, we go through our whole lives up until 21, and we are just in our little corner of the world. And I mean this in a metaphorical sense. We're just in our little corner of the world being told what to do. You know, our parents are telling us what to do up until the age of 21 or whatever. Your professors in college told you what to do. Your teachers in high school told you what to do. Your friends, even you might think that, oh, my friends are not telling me what to do. No, but they are. They're like they're influencing you on a very deep level, and so much so to the point that you don't even know who you are anymore. Like you did know who you were, like when you were uh, like 5 years old, 7 years old. Yeah, I knew who I was, but like I've lost my sense of who I am, and I gotta go find that again. Like I gotta go find out who I am, and this is where this uh, preparation comes in. Like It's like in a way you're taking a prerequisite journey. You need to you need to go and explore what's out there, get some real life experience, uh, try new things, go take a class or go to a seminar. And some of you might not even know exactly what you want to do, and like you might be thinking I'm crazy because like you know exactly what you want to do in life, and that's great. But wouldn't it be nice to in a way test the market, like make a small bet and see that if you really like it, just to be sure that you really like it before you go and spend 5 years doing this, right? Like test it out. Spend 3 months to 6 months just like doing some side projects, taking a class, or just talking to people about this, and really like testing for emotional passion. Like you gotta test for passion. See that if you're passionate about it, test it out. When you're sure, then make that 5 year investment. But you gotta realize like this is a 5 year journey. That's 5 of your years of your life. That's like a lot of your youth. So I wouldn't just blindly go into this 5 year journey. I would like I said, prepare. If you think you like to paint, then go pick up a paintbrush and try it out first. So, if you like to sing, take a singing class, or go to a music seminar, or talk to other musicians and ask them about their experiences in the music world. So, what you really want to do on this 6 month exploration journey is test for passion. Keep your eyes open and see which one clicks. It might make you cry, it might make you feel something inside, or like this is what I'm doing. Like I'm going to seminars, I'm talking to new people, and I'm trying new things. I'm taking classes on Udemy, um, and I'm really diving deep into these different niches and these different fields, and I'm really getting a sense of, okay, do I love this? Because you really need, like, if you're not passionate about it, you're gonna be miserable. Like, you don't want to be miserable. This is the time to live life. And what you got to realize is that the fact is that most people actually don't know what the fuck they want, and this is a big problem. Like, you might even think you want something, your mind's set on it, but like you might not actually want that. And that's the problem with social conditioning. Like you might have been influenced by, your mom. Your mom might have just mentioned that she wants a doctor in the house, and you just decide to take on that responsibility. And you don't even realize it. You think you actually want it, but it's actually a societal value. Like, you think you want it, but it's actually you adopting a societal value and replacing that with your own values. So then you forget your own values, and because of these societal values. And see, the reason you might think you want that is because you've been conditioned by society, or your friends might have told you something, or your parents might have told you something, um, and but you don't actually want that. Or it could just be a product of the mind. Like, your mind is tricky. Like, your mind could just come up with shit, and you just might want to do that. But like, you really need to go and try it rather than rationalize your way to it. Okay, so the best way I can explain this is like, just like imagine like you want to invest in the stock market, right? You don't just blindly invest in Apple. You don't just invest in Walmart because your dad told you, or invest in Google because all your friends are doing it. And you don't just want to invest in like Nike just because you're like, oh, I think Nike would be nice, like just based on instinct, or just like a random thought in your head. So as an investor, a smart investor is an informed investor, right? They go ahead, they do the research, and then they make the investment. That way they guarantee a good return on investment, right? Like, if I were you, like, and you have an instinct to go and try a few things, Do like a test project, maybe. Like, do a test project, maybe take a class on what you think you want to do, just to see that if you what you want to do is what you actually want to do. And a lot of the times, what you do come up with is what you actually want. So, yeah, you might be right, but just make sure, you know? So, plain and simple, do the research and then invest. Okay? Take an exploration journey, see what you want, and then make the investment of 5 years. And the reason I'm trying to say this is because I want to save you a lot of like heartache, because imagine you put in 5 years into something you think you love, and then at the end of it you realize that shit, this is not what I want to do. This is not what I love. This is not fulfilling me. I'm not passionate about this. Yeah, it's only 5 years, but if that's 5 years of your life that you're never gonna get back again. And yeah, you're gonna learn from that, but why make that mistake in the first place, right? See what I'm saying? So, yeah, do the research and then invest.